70% of women say that they experience significant stress during pregnancy. And let's be real, being pregnant in 2025 or 2026, that doesn't make it any easier. Whether you have struggled to get pregnant, you got pregnant earlier than you planned, you've experienced losses in the past, you have financial pressure, you can't find providers who align with your priorities, or you're just plain overwhelmed and scared of the unknown. Extreme stress during pregnancy is so valid. But let's pause for a second, because a lot of the time we can't just choose to escape stress. So why are we even talking about it? Because how your body reacts to stress, how your nervous system adapts to it, directly shapes your baby's development. There's something called fetal programming that every expecting parent deserves to understand. But don't worry, this is not all doom and gloom. There is so much hope here. All right, there's so much that we can do. We can't always control the stress, but we can help the nervous system regulate, adapt, and create a calm internal environment. When you do that, you teach your baby's nervous system how to be resilient from day one. This message today is all for that pregnant mama who's dealing with chronic stress, anxiety, and overwhelm, and wondering how it's affecting your baby's development, and more importantly, what you can actually do about it. All right, so we're gonna unpack how the umbilical cord actually connects more than just nutrients. We're gonna go over how fetal programming shapes your baby's nervous system before they're even born. We're gonna dive into how stress becomes the first stage in what we call the perfect storm. And then on top of all that, how neurologically focused chiropractic care can shift your nervous system from survival mode to regulation. And this is going to give your baby a calm and healthy start to life, right? So first, I want to tell a story about Jennifer. Jennifer, this was her second pregnancy, but this is her first pregnancy under neurologically focused chiropractic care. And her first pregnancy, she described it as one word: hard. Constant heartburn, sciatic pain, sleepless nights, fatigue, food aversions, and then just stress that never let up. It was unrelenting. But this time she was under neurologically focused chiropractic care. She got adjusted 2 to 3 times a week throughout. And even though this was the busiest that she has ever been while being pregnant, it was also the healthiest and the strongest she's ever felt. Minimal symptoms, more energy, no food aversions, better sleep, no overwhelming anxiety or pressure. She felt like herself again, confident, capable, and ready. And our insight scans backed up exactly what she was feeling. Her nervous system stayed calm and regulated through every stage of pregnancy. Jennifer said that this is the first time that she was not afraid of labor, because she knew that her body could do it. And she was right. So part of this whole thing, we're gonna break down some science in this video. Number one, we're gonna go over your nervous system, how it teaches baby's nervous system. Your nervous system teaches baby's nervous system. The umbilical cord is more than a nutrient delivery system. It is a power cord. It's an electrical cord. And this connects your nervous system to your baby's. So when stress hormones like cortisol stay high in your body, they not only cause stress for you, but they cross the placenta and literally flood your baby's developing brain with cortisol. Their nervous system is learning what normal looks like from you. If you're stuck in fight or flight mode, that becomes their baseline. Their nervous system is being programmed to respond to the world from a place of stress before they even take their first breath. Research from development and psychiopathy showed that babies born to highly stressed moms had a 22% higher stress reactivity. These babies were harder to soothe, more anxious, and slower to recover from stress. That was the pattern that started in the womb. Another thing that we're gonna go over is fetal programming and how it creates lifelong patterns. Fetal programming means that chronic prenatal stress leads to permanent change, right? The amygdala, which is your baby's fear center, develops bigger and more reactive under stress. Their stress response system, their HPA axis, gets wired to overreact. Their set point for safety and calm is set way too high. And here's the kicker, is that the vagus nerve, which helps regulate digestion, immunity, inflammation, emotional health, all of it, it develops tone during pregnancy as well. If it starts off with poor tone because of stress, it struggles for years to come back online. This is why studies show that kids whose moms experience high prenatal stress have actually higher rates of ADHD, anxiety, sensory processing, asthma, allergies, and the list goes on. Number 3 is that this is stage 1 of the perfect storm. You've heard us talk about the perfect storm many times, and that build-up of neurological stressors that lead to chronic illness, developmental delays, and sensory challenges starts way before baby was even born. Fertility struggles, IVF, emotional traumas, hormonal meds, financial strain, provider stress, and then pregnancy adds even more on top of this. All of those compound, and your baby is developing in the middle of all of it. And they don't just grow out of it, they grow into it. Colic at 2 months, becomes constipation at 6 months, becomes sensory processing issues at 2 years old, ADHD at 5, anxiety at 10. The nervous system's dysfunction starts early. It just shows up in different ways as the brain matures. Starting now, you can actually start to regulate this stuff. You can't eliminate all the stress in your life, but you can help your nervous system adapt to it. You can shift from survival to regulation. And in doing so, you teach your baby how to regulate too. That's what neurologically focused chiropractic care is all about. It doesn't treat symptoms. It removes interference and helps your nervous system return to balance naturally. And we track all of these things with our inside scans. Heart rate variability shows how well your body moves between stress and calm. Our SEMG shows where your muscles are holding tension. Our neurothermal scans show where your nervous system is dysregulated. When those things improve, you don't just feel better, your body functions better. And your baby, they get to grow in a calm, stable, resilient environment. So let's bring this home. Right now, your baby's nervous system is being programmed. It's being developed. Not just through what you eat or how you move, but through how your nervous system is functioning. Your stress levels matter. Not because you can control everything, but you can regulate. You can build resilience. And you can give your baby a stronger foundation before they even arrive. If you're ready to support your nervous system and to give your baby the healthiest possible start, click the link in our bio, send us a DM, or go online, give us a call to schedule your first visit at True North today. Let's help you feel calm, confident, connected for you and for your baby, because they're not just learning from you, they're learning through you.